Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Today we're going to do something a little different.
Okay.
I was browsing the internet and came across this really interesting listing for a villa in Phuket, Thailand.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it immediately piqued my interest. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do a deep dive into the listing and see, what we can glean from it and learn about this specific property.
Sounds good.
So this listing is on this website, buyphuket.com, and it seems to be like a popular website for browsing properties in that area.
Okay.
You've probably seen listings like this all the time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This one is for a modern, nature-inspired four-bedroom villa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so immediately that kind of piqued my interest, that blend of modern and nature-inspired design.
Interesting combination.
Right, and it also mentions that it's located in an exclusive gated community in Phuket, Thailand. And as we know, location is everything in real estate, so that also caught my eye.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those are always key selling points, the style of the property and then the location, of course.
Yeah. So as we go through this listing, I'm really curious to see what this property has to offer and what kind of lifestyle and investment potential it might hold.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so let's jump right into it.
Sounds good.
The listing confirms that it's indeed a villa.
Okay.
4 bedrooms,
Nice.
5 bathrooms.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So more bathrooms than bedrooms. I like that.
I know, right? And it gives a range for the plot size. It says between 240 and 260 square meters.
Okay.
But the built-up area is 338.77 square meters.
Okay, so decent amount of space.
Yeah, and right away, some of the key features that they highlight are the fact that it has a private pool,
Of course, a pool.
and it's within this exclusive gated community, which we talked about.
Yeah.
And the price range, it says, is 17,726,000 to 19,950,000 Thai baht.
Okay, so pretty high-end property.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, so what jumps out to you so far from just this initial overview?
Well, I mean, the fact that it's a villa with 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms already suggests a certain level of luxury and space, right? And then the private pool in Phuket, well, that just sounds like paradise to me.
Yeah, that's definitely a big selling point, especially for people who are looking for like a vacation home or, place to really relax and enjoy the tropical climate.
Yeah, and that price range indicates that it's targeting a specific market, people who are looking for a high-end property with those luxury features.
Absolutely. And yeah, they also mentioned that the plot size is, it varies between 240 and 260 square meters, but the built-up area is over 338 square meters. So that suggests that it's probably a multi-level villa.
Makes sense, yeah, to maximize the space.
Right. So let's move on to the location, because as we said, that's super important in real estate.
Absolutely.
And this listing emphasizes that it's conveniently located near several key places.
Okay.
It mentions that it's just 10 minutes away from Robinson Lifestyle Chalong and Villa Market.
Okay, so shopping and groceries are close by.
Yeah, exactly. So daily needs seem to be taken care of pretty easily.
Convenient.
Yeah. And then it also says that it's 10 minutes from Chalong Pier, which I'm guessing is a good spot for boat trips and exploring the islands.
Yeah, that sounds perfect for a place like Phuket.
Right. And then for families, it says it's 5 minutes to BCIS.
BCIS.
Yeah. And then 10 minutes to Head Start International School.
Okay, so probably some good schools in the area.
Yeah. So that seems to be a big plus for those with kids.
Yeah, definitely a consideration for families.
And then for peace of mind, it also mentions that Bangkok Hospital is just 15 minutes away.
Okay, so healthcare is easily accessible as well.
Exactly. So it seems like they're really trying to highlight that this location offers a good balance of peaceful living with easy access to all the essential amenities.
Yeah, I mean, that's really appealing. You have your privacy and your tranquility, but you're not far from everything you need.
Exactly.
It is a good mix.
So what are your thoughts on the location?
Well, I think it sounds ideal. Having shopping, grocery, schools, and healthcare all within a short distance is a huge plus. Especially if you're new to the area or maybe you're not familiar with Phuket, it takes away a lot of the stress of, having to figure out where everything is.
Right. And it also suggests that this area is well developed and likely to attract a good mix of residents and visitors.
Yeah, for sure. That's important for both lifestyle and potential rental income, if that's something you're considering.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And speaking of investment, the listing explicitly states that this villa is ideal for investment.
Okay, so they're really pushing that angle.
Yeah, and they reiterate that combination of modern luxury and nature-inspired design as appealing to both residents and investors.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart strategy, target both markets.
Right. And then they use these magic words, move in ready.
Oh, yeah, that's always a good sign.
So it seems like they're trying to paint a picture of a hassle-free transition for the buyer.
For sure. And for investors, that means you can potentially start generating rental income sooner rather than later.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this whole investment angle?
Well, I think it has potential. Phuket is a popular tourist destination.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a demand for vacation rentals and longer-term stays.
Right.
A property like this, with its private pool and its location near amenities, could be very attractive to renters.
Right. And being in a gated community might also add to that sense of security and exclusivity, which a lot of renters are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as with any investment, it's crucial to do your research right.
Oh, for sure.
Look into rental market trends,
Yeah.
occupancy rates,
Yeah.
property management costs, all of that.
Yeah, you don't want to just jump in blindly.
Right, exactly. So let's recap those key features that they're highlighting because they're really hammering those home.
Yeah.
So gated community, that seems to be a big one.
Security and exclusivity are big selling points.
Right. They're really emphasizing that proximity to an international school, so that's clearly targeting families.
Yeah, makes sense given the location.
And of course, the private pool, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, that's a dream feature, especially in a tropical location.
All right. Now let's talk about the agency behind this listing, because I think that's also an important part of the picture.
Sure.
So the agency is called Ocean Worldwide Company Limited.
Okay.
And they've been around for a while, they say, since 2004.
Oh, wow. So they have experience in the Phuket market.
Yeah. So that suggests that they have a good understanding of the local market trends and regulations and all.
Yeah, it's valuable.
Right. And they clearly specialize in luxury properties.
Which aligns with this villa perfectly.
Exactly. And in terms of their approach, they describe themselves as being technology-driven with a global network, but also human-centric.
Interesting combo.
Yeah, it's kind of like the standard buzzwords these days. But it does give you an idea of how they're trying to position themselves.
Right. It's that blend of modern tech and personalized service.
Exactly.
Mm.
So what are your thoughts on the agency so far?
Well, I think their experience in the Phuket market is a big plus.
Yeah.
It gives them credibility and suggests that they know what they're doing. And that focus on luxury properties means they're likely to have a good understanding of the needs and expectations of high-end clients.
Yeah, and I also like that they're emphasizing that human-centric approach, because buying a property, especially overseas, can be a complex process.
Absolutely. There's a lot of paperwork and legal stuff to navigate.
Exactly. So having an agency that's responsive and attentive to your individual needs can make a big difference.
Yeah, it's important to feel like you're in good hands.
For sure. Now, if this listing has got you intrigued and you're thinking, how do I find out more? Well, they've provided several contact methods.
Oh, okay.
There's a WhatsApp number, +66 76 325 986.
Okay, so they're using WhatsApp.
Yep. They also have an email address, info@oceanwwpa.com.
Got it.
And for those who prefer the old school approach, they have a physical address as well. 78 Lagoon Road, Cherntully, Phuket, 8310.
So they have all the bases covered.
Yeah, and what's interesting is they also mentioned that they're on Google Maps, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Oh, wow. So they're really embracing those digital platforms.
Yeah, it just shows that they're trying to reach potential clients in various ways.
Right. It's a good marketing strategy.
Yeah, and the listing agent is named Belogov.
Okay.
And there's an option to view their other listings as well.
So if you like their style, you can see what else they have available.
Exactly. Now, to give us some context, the listing includes a section on similar listings, which is always helpful to see what else is out there.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of the market.
Right. So they list a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Shillong for 15,900,000 Thai baht. And that one has a living space of 302 square meters.
Okay, a bit smaller than the villa we're discussing.
Yeah, then there's an exclusive 3-bedroom villa with a mid-century modern design for 19,695,000 Thai baht. And that one has 280 square meters.
So similar price range, but different style.
Yeah, another exclusive 3-bedroom villa near Bongatao Beach is listed for 19,500,000 Thai baht, but it's even smaller, 220 square meters.
Okay, so location seems to play a role in the price too.
Right, and then finally they mention new modern pool villas, starting from 20,552,382 Thai baht.
So there's a range of options available.
Yeah, it seems like the 3-bedroom configuration is quite popular in this price bracket.
Interesting.
But these are just a few examples to give you a glimpse into the Phuket property market.
Yeah, it's always good to compare and contrast.
Right. And lastly, just for those administrative details, the property ID for this villa is C802.
C02.
The listing was updated on April 1st, 2025.
Okay, so they're pretty recent.
Yep, and it's categorized as a villa for sale.
So all the basic information is there.
Exactly. So that brings us to the end of our deep dive into this Phuket villa.
Wow, that was a lot of information.
Yeah, we covered a lot. We explored a modern nature-inspired four-bedroom villa with a private pool located in a gated community near essential amenities, presented as move-in ready and ideal for investment.
It sounds like a dream property for the right buyer.
Yeah, it definitely ticks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
So what stood out to you the most about this property?
Well, I think the combination of the modern design, the private pool, and the location near amenities is a really strong selling point.
Yeah, I agree.
It seems to offer a great lifestyle.
And what about the investment potential?
Well, I think it has potential, but as we discussed, it's important to do your research.
We're sure.
Look into rental yields, occupancy rates, and all of that.
Right. And for those listening, what aspects of this villa resonate most with you? Is it the design, the location, the investment potential, something else entirely? How does this blend of modern living and natural surroundings align with your own preferences? If this deep dive has sparked your interest, you can find more details and contact Ocean worldwide using the information provided in the listing. And think about what further questions you might have for them. Maybe about specific design elements, community fees, rental yields, or the long-term prospects for property appreciation in Phuket. The world of international real estate is full of exciting opportunities.
It certainly is.
And we hope this deep dive has given you some insights into one such opportunity.
Thanks for taking us on this journey.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. Until next time, happy exploring.